Army Infantry, the 2nd Corps there in North Africa. And that's where I really got my baptism under fire, so to speak. That was my first combat experience, and that was my first realization personally of just how admirable these GIs from across our really are. I mean, the work they do and the danger that they experience, they gained my respect and admiration quickly. And I've had a love for the common soldier ever since. So I hung out with them, visiting them, getting to know them, talking with them. I ate with them, which I know for those of you that are on the ship here as part of the Navy crew, you're kind of accustomed to the hot meals, the chow 3 times a day. But over in the field with the Army, those are K rations. And I got to tell you, they're not very hot most of the time. But I learned to deal with K rations and eat them, and the joy of just having any food at all to sustain your body during those long periods of combat. Also, I shared smokes with the boys, bringing my supply, and we all shared whatever we had to pass the time that we had together. I learned how to dig trenches and foxholes and spend a considerable amount of time in there. In fact, I became affectionately known as the foxhole reporter for having spent so much time in the ground. And I learned to live in the field and do whatever it was necessary to survive. That meant not only eating in the foxhole and living in the field, it meant learning how to bathe. And I had no idea that one could take a bath in a helmet. But that's what I learned, at least a foot bath. I learned to keep my feet clean, and I learned to use my helmet to do so. That was an important part of being able to survive in an Army environment. Keep your feet from becoming part of the casualty list. Well, as I got to know these guys, I of course started writing stories about them and sent them home so that our folks back home could know about you guys, about what you do, and about how much you have accomplished over in Europe as well as here in the Pacific where we are now.